I like pizza!
Excuse me, did I say that? Did I am saying that? Am I recording a start?
Alright. Forget about it. I was gonna be like, hey, we're playing this game. This is the title screen of the game, so you know we're playing this game. And I immediately press the stop button. It's like, welcome to Castlevania, everyone.
Welcome to Castlevania, and welcome to the user interface escaping. I didn't need to know what stage we were on anyway.
It's not.
Oh, here we go. Look who came crawling back! I'm Matt.
I really like that about like the intro there, because it's like, you know what's like cool about this game is like you start and you see the like cutscene. He moves into the castle gates from the right, not from the left. And you know how like, you know, we read like,
yeah,
right? And it's like, it has this sort of feel to it that it's like sort of cinematic.
What user interface, what are you doing? We need you here.
Is it still doing that? Okay, I was like, that's a really cool lead-in. That's like, you know like diegetic and non-diegetic sound is like the equivalent of that.
I did not know those two things. Could you give me a brief explanation?
Diegesis and mimesis is showing and a telling, and you're supposed to show people instead. No, it was like diegetic sound or diegetic music is music that's in the world of the narrative. So like, if you're listening to a song and then like you're watching a montage and he's like, raindrops keep falling on my head, keep falling on my head, and then like guy gets hit by a car, guy loses his glasses. He's like, I'm not Spider-Man anymore. I'm gonna put my glasses back on, and you realize that he was listening to his Walkman, and the song was playing in the movie verse as well as in the like the
we were listening to the same music as the person.
Yeah, and like that, or yeah, like that's then it's diegetic music, and non-diegetic music is music that is added for emphasis. So like this is normally not an issue, and you normally don't have to bring it up unless you're like a film theorist, unless you're keep going. Unless it's like a found footage movie. You know how like found footage is really big, so a lot of people do found footage and just put music in.
It's found footage like Blair Witch Project.
Yes, it's just like Blair Witch Project. Hashtag relevant, hashtag etc.
The door's up there.
I know, I'm trying to get the... You can't whip up in this game.
Can you whip from the stairs?
You can, but then it falls down and you don't get it in time. You just have to be really, really good with your aim. And not get killed by ghosts, that's important. That whipping animation...
Sick trades, dude.
Fucking... The whipping animation, it takes like 3 frames. That's too many frames to turn around for a ghost.
It was a really satisfying hit.
It is. What's this?
Yeah! Simon Belmont!
Pretty good.
That was sexy.
That was sexy, dude. This game's great. Like, this game, it has whips in it. Who does not want to play a game that has no whips in it? I mean, let me rephrase that.
Indiana Jones had a whip.
Yeah, Indiana Jones had a whip, yeah. And everybody loved him. The ladies wrote I love you on their eyelids for him. Like, do you know how hard it is to write that with eyeliner? Crazy hard. Ridiculous hard. Insane hard. That was glasses. Did you see the glasses? Instant replay. Fucking... I need to be unprofessional with you again, Matthew. Because of how it is my shtick and not because So I didn't write down on the editing list that there was an instant replay somewhere. I should probably write that fucking somewhere. I don't know. Like, remind me at the end of the episode to do it. If anybody's watching this and is really fanatical about editing schemes, if you find a video that says instant replay by us and there's no instant replay, that's because I just now remembered that it's supposed to exist. Oh, do you like the fish monsters, the Innsmouth look? I watched a great movie. And I want to talk with you about it.
Okay, talk to me about this movie.
Okay, so on Tuesday, Alfred and I went to go see the like London Film Festival screening, like early access preview of The Shape of Water.
What is The Shape of Water? It's like
that
sounds like a weird.
It's like a semicircle. It's like a basin. It's like a cup shape.
Is The Shape of Water anything to do with all the colours of the wind?
The Shape of Water is Guillermo del Toro's 2017 remake or reimagining. That's a shitty way of phrasing such a phenomenal movie. Like The Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's essentially The Creature from the Black Lagoon, but reimagined.
What is The Creature from the Black Lagoon?
The fucking fish monster guys. The guys, you know the people that we were doing the killing of?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, cool. The original fish monsters.
Yeah, no, like I don't know if it's the original, but it's
Dude, it's fucking Dracula.
Yeah, it's Dracula. It's about
Throw your axe.
I'm never gonna beat this. I got.
Throw your axe.
Up B. I'm dead. I can't up B. I can't do...
Matt plays.
Matt plays. That film is absolutely phenomenal. Like, if anybody's watching this, like, however long it takes for us to upload this, like, that movie was early access, and I think it's coming out in December. No, it's coming out February in the UK and December in the US. If you have a chance, really go see that movie.
You got really early.
Yeah, man. I mean,
it was introduced by Guillermo del Toro as well. It was so cool.
I don't want to date this episode, but let's just say it's a particular Saturday of a particular October.
It's like I cried 3 times at this movie. Like that movie, this movie's amazing and like absolutely like phenomenal. And it's so good. It's so like like watching that movie is.
I know how to throw axes because I did this.
I can't describe to you how good that movie was. It was absolutely phenomenal to the point where mentioning it in a video like this is sort of criminal almost, because like you watch that film and you're like the level of like I don't know if Guillermo del Toro is interested an affirmer of the concept of auteur theory, because I feel like actually it could necessarily be Guillermo del Toro works with a crew of different people who are all insanely good at their jobs and have a real sense of dedication and like authorship to their own aspect of production. Because like one of the 3 times in which I cried that movie was just production, like color grading and like production design, the colors and like the corridor, every. I sound like a crazy, but it's a phenomenal movie. It's extremely it's incredible. Like it's a Matt. Did you know that this movie is amazing? Did you
I didn't until now.
Yeah, I'm gonna also go on about it.
I really miss the UI. I really miss the UI now.
What is with that? Is that like a we're playing on 16:9, so it's fucked up, or is that? Because
I'm certain someone who knows like some dark secret we're keeping, like those you angered the Konami gods.
You angered them.
Well, maybe I wouldn't want to anger the Konami gods if you treated Hideo Kojima right.
Yeah.
Or any of your workers for that matter.
So cool. I liked the game that he made, the mecha game, the game with the mechals, the mecha game. I'm sorry. I have to just apologize for that outburst there. I'm not controlling the game anymore, and I'm sad about it, so I'm going to just make noises. That movie was so good. Like, I want to do like a movie cast, and like that movie was epic. I just seeing that.
You and Alpha should fucking make a podcast about it.
I mean, probably make a podcast.
I mean, Game Grumps can do it. They have the G Club, and they just talk about like Blade Runner 2049 for like an hour and 3/4. It's like, was it? What?
That's the point. Like, I played through this game like just to like reassess my abilities at Castlevania, and I was like, I beat the first level and with no help. That's the one point where I'm like, no. When you get to the Medusas and you're like, no.
I wasn't. No, it's just I accidentally jumped backwards and died, even though I went down where I just walked up some stairs.
Oh yeah, no, that's yeah,
it's bullshit.
I mean, if you tried to jump backwards down some real stairs, I feel like you'd have a similar problem.
That's actually true. I probably would have broken my neck. Like, haha, even though this is a safe place.
That's the point. That's the point where the game becomes super irritatingly hard. Like they like Wario heads in Mario Land 2. It's like this from then on in this game. Get those shoots in on.
What the fuck? What even were those Wario heads? It's like, I have many souls. I have my souls. They go for the castle. They guard my room. There's my souls. They have my face. Shit, no!
Fuck. Linden plays. Oh, I got a baby whip. I don't have the cool accessories. I wanted those accessories.
Dude, you have the whip. It's right there now. Dude,
I'm getting pretty bad. It's not long enough. Mine was longer before. Why is the Medusa head floating? What's with this recurring motif of floating heads? I want to be good at video games. I want to be smart at video games. I want to be smart at film criticism and not just yell, "I love this movie" over and over again. You know how there are 2 ways I can do this. They're gonna do the not so risky, but Matt, innocent change of the subject.
So, how about them shapes of water?
How about them shapes of? We went into the cinema, right? And like it's like Odeon, Leicester Square and stuff, and like there's an upstairs as well as a downstairs. It's a really big cinema, and that's it. That's the fucking okay. like in the drinks holder for everybody and the thing they put in like a complimentary like Evian. And I really wanted to just like sit down and be like, just to hold the just like in the movie. I was like, I cannot do this, Guillermo del Toro is attending. I cannot do this. I'm like,
his soul will judge me. He'll come into my house and break all my copies of Death Stranding.
What's Death Stranding?
The game Hideo Kojima's making with Guillermo del Toro as a person who...
They're doing that. Like, is this like their follow-up instead of Silent Hills?
Instead of Silent Hills, yeah. Guillermo del Toro isn't a creative force in this film, as far as I'm aware, but he is starring in it with like a creepily accurate 3D model or something.
Guillermo del Toro like acting as like a video game
character, yes.
That's... Dude! If there was anyone I wanted to play in a video game, it would be Guillermo del Toro.
I don't think you play as him, but...
Oh, okay. Wow.
I think you play as Norman Reedus, if the trailer...
Oh, yeah, okay.
If the really fucking weird trailer is anything to go by.
So it's a sort of spiritual, like, kind of successor to the cancelled Silent Hills game, but without the...
Silent Hills.
Yeah.
Without any of the Silent Hill stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the game.
I mean, it's awesome that they managed to go ahead and do that without the intellectual property, because I mean, that was such a nightmare when that happened. I played that game at a party.
Which game?
PT. PT. I was I was at Ilias's house at university, and he was like, you have to play this. He made me sit down in his room, while a massive Halloween party was going on. And just do this. We didn't have the mic for the ending, so we just watched it on YouTube. But it was that was intense. That was amazingly cool. I'm like, yes, if it's anything like that, I'll be probably really excited and find it exciting.
Great end to a sentence there, buddy.
You know, when you're I don't have a sentence here. Will a noise do? I mean, I feel like a noise would do it.
This isn't like Twitter or Tumblr. You can't just do and have that end a sentence. You go, man, you guys, I just watched the new episode of TV show and actually.
That is it. And that's what's watching The Shape of Water. The Shape of Water was a phenomenal film and so well constructed and beautiful and meticulously layered and etc. etc. I'll wrap this up. No waffles, but watching that movie, it gives you that life affirming let's go. We're doing it. Well, we can make this into a long series. I'm sure we won't completely fuck up immediately. He said during that. That's the sort of movie where it gives you that rejuvenating. I want to make art. I want to be inspired. I want to create things that are beautiful, and I believe that can happen. And it's just phenomenal. And
I get something pretty similar to that, but with destruction. I want to destroy.
just go to the Louvre and you're the Mona Lisa. I want to chew gum on it. Spit my chewing gum on it. No! I win. I mean, that's not really a win. It's just another
wind.
Wind. I win. That is an example of winding. Sorry.
I think we've got about 44 seconds left of the time, but I think we should call it here.
Yeah.
See you around, everybody.
Yeah, stay everybody. Talking about a film that rejuvenates your creative energy, and you're and I'm sucking dick at a video game from the 80s right now. It's this really weird cognitive dissonance.